black women are not we're not just aggressive, we're not always angry, we have a beautiful side to us. We are the best.
We are the best.
We come there, we do what we need to do, we give a vibe, and we're just transparent.
Yeah.
We are open, and that's what I came to do.
Hi Tracy, welcome to Can We Talk?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I'm happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start. What is your dream?
My dream job would definitely be to inspire young women to be confident. So currently at the moment, I have my own female empowerment project where I teach young women how to be confident, and I also teach employability. So I teach them how to get a job. So interviews, CVs, and that's really what I want to do.
Amazing. So have you started this through your influencing? Because at the moment, you are an influencer. What is it? Micro influencer or what's the exact term?
I would say I'm a micro influencer, but everyone else will say they already see the vision.
Yeah.
I say I'm a micro. Hey, can I start that one again, please? Can I?
Yeah.
I said micro influencer because I was very inconsistent, if I'm honest, at the beginning, because I had a lot of things that I was trying to do at once, and I have lots of passion. So I started off with skincare. I started off doing like home stuff as well, and then I just realized, you know what, I'm actually passionate about fashion. Not a lot of people know I actually went to University of the Creative Arts, which was like a fashion school, film school, art school, just everything in one. And that's when my blogging journey actually started. I started going to blogging events. I started blogging myself, and then I said, you know what, let me actually take it on Instagram, because obviously Instagram at that time it wasn't really popular. But I thought to myself, let me go on Instagram and try. Then I started doing it for a bit, but then I became very inconsistent at the time. And my third year of university, I was starting to think to myself, should I pursue this full time, or should I change the field completely? Because personally, I just wasn't ready. Like, I just wasn't mentally ready for it. And at that time, I wasn't as confident as I am now. I was lacking a lot of confidence due to personal things that I was going through. And I know with that industry, you need to be confident. Like, you need to have it, or at least fake it. And I just felt like I didn't have anything. So I said to myself, it's either I go straight into this industry or I pick something else. And at that time, I had opportunities to work with young people. So I worked for NCS and the Change Foundation. And that's where my passion for young people started to come. And I said, you know what, I want to pursue this full time. I want to work with young people because I liked helping them. I liked how it made me feel. It made me feel like I'm inspiring people, especially young women as well, because at the time, like I said, I lacked a lot of confidence. So it was nice to install that confidence in somebody else. And then feel like, Tracy, you've given me confidence to do what I want to do. And then that pushed me to be like, okay, I'm gonna do what I want to do, because I've seen what I can do to someone else. I've seen the power of speaking into someone else's life. So I now need to speak into my own life and chase my dreams. So that's how it all came about. It was not smooth sailing.
No, I can imagine. It sounds like you've been on quite a journey. So are you influencing full time then?
No, I'm currently doing it part-time at the moment. I'm still working full-time as an employability tutor, but soon, definitely, I believe I'm going to do it full-time, because at the moment I'm getting lots of like brand deals come in, lots of opportunities, and obviously the show. So right now my world is
we're going to go into the show. We're going to get into the show.
My world is crazy right now. So to everyone, it's like, how do you do it? But it's because I'm passionate and I know that I'm born to do this. And for me, it's not about just being an influencer. I believe that I have a voice. I believe that I am somebody in this generation that people can look up to, and that's not because I'm perfect. That is because I've been through some things that shaped me, and I want to teach people that you can go through things, but you don't have to be a prisoner of your past, because that's me. I don't shy away from my past. I don't shy away from my truth, and I want people to feel more proud of who they are, where they've come from, because that's what makes you you. That's what makes your testimony. So that's my message. That's me. That's my brand.
So you speak about your past. what do you want to go a little bit deeper on? What about your past you feel like, okay, well, I can't be ashamed of that because this is a part of my story, this is who I am, that has influenced how you are today?
Yeah. So when I was in college, I was like, yeah, out here. Not in a bad way. I just, like I said, I was just very insecure. I was very insecure, and when you're insecure, you use things to obviously hide behind that insecurity. Okay. So I started dating from a very young age. Prior to that, I was in a long-term relationship in secondary school. Can't even call that a relationship because really, come on.
Yeah,
let's be real. Let's actually be real about that, yeah. But at that time, I was exposed to relationships at such a young age. So, of course, that continued when I went to college. So I started dating a guy that was older than me, and I thought I was the girl because I'm young and I'm dating a guy that's 23. Come on, I'm the girl.
You're thinking like, I've got the sauce.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'm the one.
This is sneaking out.
Yeah.
You know, when everyone's sleeping at home and I go to that sneaky link, that he was my sneaky link. Shout out to my sneaky link. Because that was the definition of sneaky link. And to cut the long story short, I found out that I got pregnant.
Okay.
So that's what changed me because obviously I had to make a decision, like, what am I going to do? And that's when life hit me that the road that I'm going on it's not a joke. I need to change because clearly this is not the path that I want to take. I don't want to be raising a child at a young age. That's not my, you know, hats off to young women who are doing it now. But for me, I just felt like it just wasn't my timing. It just wasn't my portion. And I wouldn't be where I am today. So I feel like I made the best decision for myself. It was very hard because I went through that all alone. It wasn't like he was
I'm
there.
so sorry that happened.
Yeah, it was hard. But at that young age, you don't have time to think about it. You just do because I was still in college and speaking to my teachers, and they were just like, well, you know what you need to do. It's not like they even encouraged you. It's not like they even said, you know, they just said, think about your future, you're still young.
Yeah. No, I can imagine that was such a huge ordeal. And it influenced you to make the decisions you're making today.
Yeah.
So now you're an influencer. And now you've gone on to a reality show called Languages of Love.
Languages of Love.
So, before we go into the actual reality show, I find that that there has been a trend with black women influencing and then going on reality TV shows. Do you think that's the quickest way for an influencer or a black influencer to be really recognised? And when I mean like really recognised, I'm talking like in the UK, by the way, because you look at You One Day, you look at Kaz. I think there was another girl, I can't remember her name, but you see how much like going onto Love Island has literally upscaled their careers.
Yeah, I think it definitely gives the exposure you need.
Okay.
But we also have to remember, like you said, Kaz was already a fashion blogger. She already set a name for herself. So I feel like you have to have the right mindset. I personally didn't go on the show because, I wanted to get the fame or no, that's fame does not last. Okay. So for anyone that wants to go on reality TV, it is not easy. I want to disclose that now. It's not easy. It's a life-changing experience. Okay. And it's an amazing experience, but you have to be ready and you have to know exactly what you're doing and why you're going onto that show for. So for me, I feel like it definitely obviously gives you the exposure you need, but you have to go with the right intentions because at the end of the day, it's not always guaranteed that you can come out and be the next I don't know, Kaz, for example. She's amazing, but not everyone can be Kaz. Kaz is her because she's amazing. She has her own brand. I'm me because I'm amazing. I have my own brand. Yes. That doesn't mean that I'm going to have what Kaz had. That doesn't mean Kaz's going to have what I have. You know, so I feel like it does open that space for a lot of young black women to feel like, you know what, I can go on these shows because that's what I want black women to feel like. I want them to feel inspired that I can also go on that platform, especially Congolese women, because I don't know, but I think I am the first Congolese black woman to go on a reality dating show. So for me, I want more black Congolese girls to be out there, because we always hear Nigerians, Ghanaians, which is amazing, but there's also other black African women that are killing it, you know, so it's nice. It is nice. It gives you the exposure you need, and it also, I feel like me, Kaz, Yuande, we've also portrayed that black women are not we're not just aggressive, we're not always angry. We have a beautiful side to us. We are the best.
We are the best.
We are the best. We come there, we do what we need to do, we give a vibe, and we're just transparent. We are open, and that's what I came to do. I came to be open because it was a challenge. Imagine.
So did you go on there to find love?
Okay. I wouldn't say I went. Of course, it's a dating show, and of course, I knew that I'm going to potentially meet someone. So of course, I knew there's a possibility that I can go on there and I can meet someone, because for me, it's not very difficult for me to find a guy or to have love. So
period.
Yeah, period. So it wasn't like, oh, my goal was to go on that show because I can't find men outside of this show. The opportunity came, and I thought, what a way to find love, because when they interviewed me, I told them everywhere I go, when I travel, I always meet someone. So, and my ex as well, he's also an international base. So I'm like, I always meet guys internationally. It just suits me. It's a me. So I thought, why not? And an international guy speaking to me in his language.
It's all about you.
It's a bit of me. So I thought, why not? But if I'm honest, definitely for more exposure, definitely just to meet new people, and it's an experience, a lifetime experience. Why am I going to say no to that? And and I guess it worked out for me, because I did not go with that intention of I must meet someone, because that was how I was like before in life. I need, and when I stopped saying that and I said, God, I stopped and I said, God, you know what you want from me. I want what you want from me, and everything just aligned beautifully. And I believe that's how that opportunity aligned for me, because I didn't force anything.
Amazing. So when you went on the show, they don't speak English, right?
No.
So you're just having to find a way to connect with each other without speaking English. So my question is, how did you communicate with them?
So we had a dictionary. So the dictionary was available.
Yeah.
Obviously, I try to use the dictionary as much as I can. But me and Jose Carlos, who is my partner on the show, we said, you know what? Let's try. And he was such a trying man. We love a trying man. So he tried to speak English a lot. So I just thought, okay, you would have vibes with me in English and speak to me in English, so I might as well. So my Spanish is only now that I'm actually trying to learn Spanish, because I realised actually on the show, if anything, he was the one that was trying more to speak English. But then again, I think it makes sense. We came to you guys for love. I travelled, I packed my load to come and see you. So I like that. So I like the fact that he was trying. Although yes, I had to try. I did try my best, but I feel like.
So you learned how to speak Spanish?
Como si, como sa, poquito.
Oh wow! What does that mean?
That means like, hey, little. Little.
Okay. Yeah. So when you and Jose,
Jose Carlos.
Jose Carlos.
God,
Jose Carlos.
Get that.
When you and Jose Carlos was getting to know each other, what would you say in Spanish, to entice him?
Guapa.
Guapa.
No, guapo. Sorry, guapo. Guapa is for girls. Guapo is like good looking.
Oh, really?
So guapo, yeah.
So you just be like, hey, guapo.
I'm like guapo.
Oh, wow. So we can't get too much into the show because it's still going on, and we're gonna find out what happens in the show regardless. My question is, how did you feel when all these the men started crying? Like, what's happening with that? Like. Talk to me about that situation. Give me a bit of background first, and then go into,
So you're talking about series 3 when he started crying.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, you like it?
Beautiful.
You love it.
Because for me, I'm such a romantic, vulnerable. I love vulnerability. I love transparency. I love when a man can just tell me his flaws, tell me all, because men don't do that.
They don't.
So when a man is doing that,
you
know that as a woman you've touched the spot somewhere there. You've made him realise things, and I like that. And someone even tweeted that saying, Jose Carlos has shown this experience can change you as a person. Yeah. And I said, good one, Tracy. And
you said, that's me.
That's me.
That's all me.
And it's not like I planned anything. It just organically happens because I wanted to know more about him, and it was weird because when he started crying, I didn't expect it. I was just like, this soul gazing really hit you like that? Because obviously I've been in love before. So I think for him it was like I've loved obviously before, but not in this way. Like, whoa, this is like making me feel vulnerable. I've never felt these emotions before, and men don't. I feel like with women, it's easy for us to fall in love many times, but I think for men, it's like that's why it takes time sometimes for them to find the one. It's not everyone that can make a man cry. I mean, I'm not bragging. It was just like
you have the sauce.
I didn't know I had the sauce. Coming out of that show made me realize, okay, I need to break myself. I need to put some respect on my name and really just see my worth, because sometimes when you go through some things you just lose yourself, or you downplay yourself. And I just said, I'm not doing that anymore. There's nothing wrong with women saying, yes, I am that girl.
You are.
I am. There's nothing wrong, and it's not cockiness. It's just being confident.
It's confidence.
And obviously be confident but also be humble at the same time. And that's I think I have that, because I even also find it hard to post about myself as well, because I'd rather someone talk about me than me talk about myself, because I see it as bragging. But then I said, no, it's not
bragging.
You need to be proud of who you are. There's only one of you, there's only one life, so use it to the fullest and speak about the great things that you are doing, because I've done great things in my life, but I've always shied away from speaking about it. Like, I've spoken at the House of Parliament for young women with the Change Foundation, and that's a big part of my life, but no one really knows that I've done that unless I say, it's because I've always felt like, I don't want attention, because I don't like attention. But it's not about me. My purpose is bigger. It's about the other women that are going to come after me, my children that are going to come after me, and they need to see that, okay, my mum did it, Tracy did it, I can do it. There's nothing special, of course, very special, favoured by God, but that doesn't stop from anyone else from doing what I'm doing. It's just put the work in, believe, and just keep trying.
No, that's amazing. Do you find that you relate with other influencers a lot more now, in terms of, what it's like for them making content, and how, people are always coming for influencers and so forth? Do you find yourself mixing with them a lot, or making you friends within the same industry?
Do you know what's crazy? So before I went on the show, it's so weird. Last year I met a lot of influencers, and like I said, it wasn't intentional. It was just that I was always at the right place at the right time. So I made quite a few influencers. I wouldn't say friends, but just people now I know people in that industry. But
do you think that helps if you're trying to start out influencing? Does it help knowing other influencers within the same industry?
I feel like it does help, because you need that tribe, because you have your friends, and obviously your friends have their own career, they're doing whatever they're doing. They might not understand the world that you're in, they might not understand the pressure, because for some people it's like, you're just taking pictures. No, I'm not just taking pictures. These pictures mean something. It means a lot. But for people who don't understand that industry, it is you're just taking pictures, which I understand, because if you're not educating yourself within that industry, it's obviously it's normal to think, to have your opinion. But if you are in that industry and you have those industry friends, it's just so much easier. And obviously you can collaborate, you can meet up. If there's an opportunity that might not suit you, they might tell you. I've had that before. My friends, oh, Tracy, this is not for me, but this will be good for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's obviously not everyone. It's just nice, because you need to have that foundation of people that you can all relate to each other when you're burnt out, and then you have that other influencer friend saying, okay, take a break, or the other friend, no, come on, you ain't got $1 million in your account yet. That is my saying. You can't stop, because why am I stopping? I'm not where I want to be. So it's nice to have those people who understand that it's more than just going online. Now my social media, it is business. When I post, it is business. So it's tough. Like I am Tracy Lomanga. 24/7. I'm my brand 24/7.
Yeah,
because
I can imagine that.
You're the face of your brand, so you have to be you. You have to be literally work mode 24/7. Obviously, the weekends I use that to just let me switch off. I don't need to go on Instagram, but you're constantly thinking about it, because it's your life now. And it makes it. I'm happy. I'm happy. So.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Ooh, 5 years time. I definitely see, I will talk about Empower Sis. I would definitely see my retreat.
Okay.
Hopefully, God willing, that's before that.
Tell us more about Empower Sis, because I don't know about
Empower
it.
Sis. So, prior to Empower Sis, it was called She's Clothed,
Okay.
which I did that with an old friend of mine at university. We got together, and She's Clothed obviously stands for She's Clothed with Strength and Dignity.
Okay.
And we, as I was saying before, I worked with a lot of young women.
Yeah.
So I wanted to push it further. So then we got together and we did a project where we'll go into schools. So I was going into a lot of secondary schools and delivering workshops on confidence building. That's what I was doing. So we were doing that consistently, and we were collaborating with charities like the Change Foundation, Inspire Women. So that's what I was doing a little bit, and that's what pushed me to, feel like, okay, I can actually do this for myself. So that's why I want to do a woman's retreat, because I feel like a woman's retreat will have everything a woman's want, a woman's world. And for myself as well, I love, skincare, as I said, self-care, taking care of myself. So that's why I want to build a proper project, women empowerment project, where it's like a world, where it's like it has not just obviously fashion stuff on there, because obviously
Your fashionista.
yes, I need to have my own. So definitely having my own fashion line.
Okay.
Definitely a woman retreat. I want to be able to do that once a month, if I can do that, where I can take young women who don't have the privilege to travel a lot, to go abroad and to have the luxury of having that holiday vibe, but also learning, unlearning, bad habits as well, because I just feel like holidays does that for you. And when you go on holiday,
you get to relax. You get to really think
relax
about life and stuff like that. So
exactly, you get to have that balance as well of just having fun, but also, like you said, learning and unlearning. And that's what I want to give these young women, because I'm so passionate about young women, and I want a lot of young women to do well, because I come from a family where there's lots of girls, and even my friends, I'm so big on sisterhood, and I'm always like encouraging my friends, you need to do this, we need to do that, because I just feel like women were just so powerful.
I completely agree. For those who want to start out influencing, but they're very scared, they don't know how to start, they don't know if it's too late for them, because no one believed in influencing in the beginning. Like, no one saw it as a thing. So now that it's lucrative and people are feeling more confident to get into it, how do they start?
I would say you just have to do it. You have to be consistent. Like, consistency, as I said before, I was not consistent. I was on and off, and then I realized actually I've got potential, because it wasn't just myself that realized I'm not being consistent. It'll be random strangers online who follow me and be like, oh, I haven't seen you post for a while. Even when I went for the opportunity and I got my phone back, there was people messaging me like, I hope you're okay. So I realized that people do value me online. I'm valued. So you need to be consistent, and I feel like you need to find your why. Everything in life, you need to find your why. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this because you just want to have you want to just get a brand partnership, just to get things for free? As I said, if that's your goal, you're not going to last in that industry, because it needs to be bigger than that. For me, I'm not just doing it because I can get freebies, or no, it's I can't explain it. I guess I'm gifted to do this. It's what I enjoy doing. So you need to think of your why, and I think once you know your purpose, it will be easy for you to start. It will just align, it will just flow. And I would definitely say have a support system, because you can't do it alone. I don't.
That's like getting your friends to come and help you take pictures, or like even carrying lights, or even doing stuff like that. I see that a lot actually when I see people outside on the street taking pictures. Like, and
it's so nice as well. I feel like a lot of boyfriends as well get involved. Like when I watch some girls' YouTube videos and they're like, my boyfriend helped me with this. Or, I'm just like, what are you seeing the vision?
It's good. It's good. What he's doing is good.
Look, it's nice. Okay. Like, you need to have that support, because it's not easy. It's not easy. So I'll definitely say be consistent, and also have someone that you can it's kind of like someone that inspires you, someone that you can watch and learn from. Because I have quite a few that I watch and learn from, and learn from their mistake as well. You need to definitely do your research, and find I guess 1 or 2 influencers that is kind of similar to your style, and just observe them and see how they started. Look into them, do the research, because once you do the research, that will help you. You have to do the background work first. It's like at university, you have to do the revision.
You need to make sure you do the work.
Yeah, they just let me just go online and just no. You have to do the revision, do the work, research into influencing, talk to people.
But how does one research into influencing though? How does that work?
So for me personally, I looked for at first when I said, okay, I'm going to take this seriously. I looked for like a marketing agency. It was this brand woman online, and I reached out to her and I said, okay, I'm going to get into influencing. And we had conversations going. We had a Zoom meeting, and then eventually she was talking to me about media packages, like having like packages so that you can send to brands and say, okay, this is my followings, this is what I can bring to the table, vice versa, and just I guess finding a mentor as well. So, and there's lots of people that are doing it online now, like social media marketing. So that's how I started. I went on that route, and I paid for that service. That's how serious I was. So sometimes you have to put, money to make money because it's your dream. You have to invest. Exactly. So I invested in myself. So I say do the work before you just jump online and then you don't know what you're doing, because a lot of people start off like that, and that's how they crumble, and that's how they don't stay relevant. It's not longevity, so it takes time. And if I look back, I wish I took even more time, because it's a career. It's a career, and you have to see it as a career, not just a lifestyle, where a lot of people just want to be an influencer because they think it's a lifestyle, but it's a lot of work.